Hi, how are you? It's Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures with Flagcarrier.
Hello.
Today we are hanging out in the Drunken Hosen, guys. Got some pretty fun music in that place. Let's continue our questing here. I tried to queue up. I think there's something wrong with queuing up. Like, see, I queue up and then just, I don't know, it keeps saying, show you guys here. It's just not working. You do not meet the requirements for the chosen dungeons. That's a lie. We all know that's a lie. I'll try to queue up for a normal one that we've been doing all the time. No longer queued. Just doesn't work. Do a quick reload. See what happens. That worked. Okay, there we go. Oh, but you can't queue up for these. See what I mean? You can't queue up for Zulamon and Zul'Gurub. I was kind of hoping we can get into those. See? I don't know why. It just says you do not meet the requirements. It doesn't really make any sense to me. But yeah, guys, we'll just continue questing here. Find the boy.
What do you need? Enough of that.
Have you seen my son, Lo? He was here a moment ago. I told him we were leaving today. I'm sure he's off trying to woo that young Syra Goldendraft. That is the very reason we need to leave. No son of mine is going to run off with a Goldendraft. We're going to search around here for them. I do keep catching those two sneaking off to the Arbitorium. Any chance you could head out there and look for them?
Hello.
All we can spare. All right, I called in every favor I could. Here's what we got. Cho must be on to something big. Let me know if you're ready to go see him. I got a ride all prepared for you.
May the MISTS protect you. Greetings, wanderer.
I'm ready to see Lord Walker Cho. Let's go see him. So it looks like we're already done. The TN Monastery was another one we could have went to. Yeah, we're finished with that little town. It was a nice little town, guys. I liked it. Look at us flying on a kite. Hello.
I would love to help you, Lord Walker, but understand, I am in a real bind here.
But look who has arrived. Mrs. Mann, there's someone I would like you to meet. Greetings.
Mr. Boomkin. Hello again, Flagcarrier. You received my message then.
Jade Serpent.
I knew Toya would come through for me. He can get anything, you know?
Fair West ancient fresco was once inlaid with jade. Oh, but it has fallen into ruin. And now, its wisdom is lost.
What is your hurry?
With the sudden arrival of strangers on Pandaria, I believe we'll need the lessons our history can teach us.
I understand, Lord Walker, but the Serpent's Heart project is behind schedule, and we've not a stone to spare.
Our whole jade supply has fallen apart. The mines are a death trap. Morale is historically low. And as if that weren't bad enough, the Mason's Quarter has been overrun by wood sprites. Now even the plants are out to ruin me. You need jade so badly, you can follow the road southwest to the Mason's Quarter and get it from those glorified chopsticks yourself.
Goodbye. You expect this dumpling to clean up the Mason's Quarter? They barely even got a belly on them.
I don't know about that.
Have patience, Mrs. Mann. These strangers from beyond the mist.
I think we got a pretty big barrel right here.
Me.
All right, so let's make a move, guys. Looks like they don't really like newcomers, the Pandaren. Not a fan of anything new. But they got a reason, right? We are kind of, you know, destroying their land. And a lot of bad things have started to happen since we came to their land. Wow, look at all the jade we got here. If there's any jade right here, looks like a whole box of jade right there. There's a little smoky porcupine. And Blizzard, they released Mogushan Vaults early, guys. Some players were checking it out, but I think they got in trouble. Pretty sure they reset it so you can't get in. But they released it early. Mistakes were made. They did the same thing in Anniversary with the opening of the Gates of Encourage. They did that a little too early as well. I wonder how that's happening. Like, not too sure, but it seems like they got something going on there. That's releasing content before they plan on releasing it. Maybe it's just somebody who's tired, right? I've done that with videos. I'm just tired and I forget when a video releases early, but I just go, you know what? Who cares? Just leave it up. Maybe that's what Blizzard should do. You know, just leave it up. Whatever. Have fun, guys. Surprise. But a lot of people like me haven't leveled up, so I guess they kind of want to wait until, you know, more people have leveled up so they don't feel like they're behind gear-wise, right? Or they missed out on a lockout. Man, looks at you expectantly, eyes wide and nostrils flared. Now, she doesn't like us. Catch. They were playing catch with my product? I hope you showed those walking toothpicks a thing or two. You know, maybe you ain't as cub after all. I've been looking for some muscle to help out with my problem at the quarry. And judging by the size of the Lore Walker's restoration project here, I think you'll need a lot more jade. Wow. Look at that nice mural. It's like stainless glass almost. I don't know what the heck it is. Jade. Is jade sort of a glass? I don't know. Maybe? Not really. Probably not. You ever seen a shale spider, Druid? Usually harmless, just creeping around, eating rocks. But they got a taste for jade like cubs on candy. The boys call them nibblers. A few days back, we tunneled into a huge nest of these critters. They spilled out into the mines and went crazy. Chewed up damn near everything in sight, including some of the boys. You get in there and clear them out, and we got plenty of jade to spare. The quarry is directly west of here. Man's man.
May your deeds live on in story.
For once, the foreman lowers her voice. Look, this ain't easy. I got another favor to ask. My idiot husband. How? He has a shift lead down at the quarry. I told him not to go back. That it was too dangerous. But he's as stubborn as a hosen and twice as stupid. Says the boys need him around for moral support. Man sneers. What about my moral support? What am I gonna do? if the idiot dies. Please, keep an eye out for him. Tell him to come home. Her eyes soften before she turns away.
Keep the peace.
The classic idiot husband character. It's a classic, you know, Homer Simpson, Peter Griffin. There's many. It was used quite a bit. I don't know. I don't really keep up with shows, newer shows, but it was a common thing when I was growing up. I guess Bob's Burgers is kind of a new one. I kind of like that cartoon. It's pretty cool. But I wouldn't really... Would you consider him to be an idiot, the husband? I forget his name, but... He's alright. I don't know. Hal looks up at you, struggling to pull himself from the rubble. No, I got it. Okay, maybe I don't got it. Hal struggles against the rubble with all his might, huh? Let me guess, my wife sent you. Imagine that, my delicate little snow lily all worried. She's always fretting over me. Look, it'll take more than a little cave in a keep old How down. Some of the boys, on the other hand, are in trouble. Help them out if you find any, will ya? I'll be fine, really. Okay. There you go.
There we go. Told you I had it.
Still got it in him.
I'm sure you can handle things in here. I'll be outside settling things down.
Greenstone miners freed. I ain't setting foot in this place ever again. And I don't even think Bob's Burgers is really that new. That's probably been out for a while now. Another one is King of the Hill. Like I don't really consider Hank Hill to be an idiot. Right? I don't know. He doesn't really they don't really portray him as a dummy. So I guess not all of them were like that. This guy, level 90 down here. I guess he may be farming some mines or something like that. And someone was asking, I was wondering myself how long it takes to level from 1 to 90 in Mr. Pandaria. It seems to be like 3 days is the standard. And they kind of put it like this, like 1 to 58 or 1 to 60 takes 24 hours of gameplay, and then from 58 to 85, so to get through the Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm takes around a day, 24 hours of gameplay, and then from 85 to 90 takes a day of leveling. So Pandaria should take us around like 24 hours to get to a level 90. It's not too bad. kind of like that. I think they've you know, divided it out in a good way, so you don't get too like bored of a certain zone. It's a little fast though, but I think it's a good balance. I will admit, I do think vanilla is good, but it's a little long. 8 days to level from 1 to 60 is kind of long. That's why in Season of Mastery they lowered it a little bit. I think that was a good idea. Can live here. Let's get our little raccoon out. Forgot about our raccoon. See what he does. There you go. Beat him up. Fox will absorb up to 39k of an attack that would otherwise kill you. I didn't know that's what Sox did. I thought he attacked. He actually defends us. Alright, so that should be it here. What do we need now? To find some more miners. A couple over here. Guess this hunter's just farming ore. The 3 days is pretty good for an MMO, I think. It's just you go a little too fast. There's just too much content to go through. That's the problem. So you can't really really get an in-depth experience of really any zone while you're leveling up. Or maybe you get like a couple zones while you're leveling up, and then kind of gets sped through each expansion. That's why it's cool what they did with the time walking leveling, or going back in time. You can retail. You can pick an expansion you want to level in. So every time while you level a new character, it's different, right? You can go from like Warlords of Draenor to like Legion, depending on which expansion you want to explore. So you kind of get a little more in depth and see what that expansion was like. I actually thought that was a pretty good idea when they did that. Hal lets out a hearty laugh. I seen him come running. Out they're like old Kershan himself. We're giving chase. Alright, so you need Jade, do ya? I'd say we owe you at least that. We got plenty in the quarry. And thanks for your help. We should be back on schedule in no time. I should probably get back to the wife, so let's you and me take this cart of the good stuff straight to her. Now, I ain't never met no Tauren. 'Twere too big for me to pull in a wagon. You climb on the back here and let old Hal do the legwork. Here we go.
Hold on tight.
Look at Hal pulling a boomkin. Boomkin in a cart. It's kind of funny.
Crazy nibblers, give them a whooping.
Can I actually do something? I don't really have the, I think I'm supposed to be attacking these guys with something.
Daggone critters don't know when to give up, do they?
I can't attack him. I hope he's gonna be okay.
We're almost to the fresco. Keep it up back there.
I can't really do much. Well, I can put the mushrooms down. There you go. I can typhoon him away. Typhoon is pretty good.
What a rush! I like you. You keep things interesting. So, Lily, we're back from the quarry. Got a special delivery just for you, my
Honey bear! I mean, It is about time. Don't you snow lily me. We were worried sick about you. And the delivery is not for me, How. The Honorable Lawwalker has been waiting. Oh.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Sugarfur. I know how you worry. Truth is, this stranger here saved my old hide. Go figure.
Patience, patience.
Well, I'll be. You actually did it. You looking for a more permanent job, buddy? He's calling us buddy now. I could use a bruiser like you around full time.
Stay focused.
You did it. You brought back my honey bear. Oh, thank you, Flagcarrier, thank you. And we get this Viridian cloak. Not as good as the backpiece we currently have, but not bad. There we go, another mural on the wall. 2 Pandaran fighting each other.
What is your hurry?
Serpent's Heart. You've done great here, kid. Thanks to you, we have quite a bit of extra jade, and I know just the someone who could use it. My friend Foreman Rake is running the Great Statue Project at the Serpent's Heart. Bring a shipment of extra jade to him. Tell him his old friend Man says hello. He'll be eagerly awaiting your arrival.
Stay focused.
I wonder if the Alliance get the same quests as us in the Jade Forest. I think probably the only difference is Crooked Hill. Like, you know, the Horde get Crooked Hill, the Alliance get some other place. I forget the name of the other, the Jinyu Island or whatever it's called. That's probably the difference. The Sprite's Plight. Maybe we'll check that out. The Serpent's Heart is down here. Should we actually go down there? We'll do a couple more quests here. Go see what the sprites are up to. Living statues rampage through the woods. For now, they seem content in pummeling the forest sprites into splinters. But if they continue any further, the Pandaren will have more than just missing jade to worry about. So we have to deal with something here. The Stonebound Destroyers. Oh, there they are. These guys look like the Mogu, right? The sprites and the Mogu are fighting each other. Trying not to attack the sprites here. You do a lot of damage, man. There's another raccoon there. They call him a masked tanuki. Looks like a raccoon. Where are these stone destroyers? I think there's a few more here, right? Because I think we do the same thing, because I remember, I think I leveled as Alliance, pretty sure, on the, during the remix, Mr. Pandaria remix event. Pretty sure I played as Alliance. Maybe I did. Maybe I played as Horde, but it seems like it's the same quests for the most part. So if it's that way, we'll probably end up leaving. I'll try to do like all of the Jade Forest on the Boomkin, but we'll Probably leave early on the monk and check out another zone. They did a good job with the music, though, for this expansion. I've enjoyed it. I like how we don't pull instantly when we use our dots here. Got the sprites tanking for us a little bit. Each statue shatters with a blood-curdling wail as sprites burst free. Statues are not merely animate, they are possessed. Mogu conjurers call forth hapless spirits from beyond, forcing them into statues. It seems that destroying the statues alone will not be enough to break the cycle. Maybe they're being empowered by something. Because the Mogu are here to protect... they're here to protect something under the Valley of the Four Winds, I believe, or the Valley of Eternal Blossoms. The Heart of Ysaraj or something like that. The shattered remains of an ancient Mogu statue. This one looks like it never animated before it was broken. Whatever dark magic the Mogu are employing here, it seems to make the brittle statues significantly tougher. Better to destroy them while they are still vacant. A good old-fashioned kick should do the job. So we gotta beat up some statues. Yeah, the Mogu were... I don't know if I mentioned this, probably already did. But they were created by the Titans. Sort of like the dwarves and the trogs were. And they were made to protect the heart of Ysaraj or something like that. It's just the heart of an old god that the Titans tried to bury under, I think it's under the Veil of Blossoms or Valley of the Four Winds, something like that. That's why this place is acting up, because it has an influence of an old god under it. So these guys are just doing their job, right? Well, doing what the Titans intended them to do. The statues topple and shatter with ease, as testament to the immense weight of the spirit. I wouldn't take my word on any of the stuff I say about the lore. Like, I don't know it that well. I probably get some stuff wrong, but I kind of know, like, the basic parts, I guess you could say. The basic story. The Pandaria story's not bad. I think it's pretty good. It really leads into Warlords of Draenor pretty damn well. Some of the stuff that happens in MISTS Pandaria, you know, affects, you know, future expansions like Battle for Azeroth as well. Legion. His expansion kind of reminds me of Dragonflight. I think Dragonflight had had sort of a Mr. Pandaria theme, right? It was very colorful and fighting against, you know, old gods and stuff like that. Pretty sure. Yeah, which boss? Which is the one where you fight? Which expansion do we slay the Zoth at the end? I kind of forget. That isn't Battle for Azeroth, is it? Jaina's one of the last bosses in Battle for Azeroth. Gahoon. Maybe that's what I meant to say. Battle for Azeroth is a lot like Mr. Pandaria. Battle for Azeroth was also a very, you know, colorful expansion. I think you fight N'Zoth at the end of Battle for Azeroth, pretty sure. It was like an old god-themed expansion. The spirits may yet find peace. Your mind is racked with a howl. Beneath it, a wispy voice is barely audible as if from far away. Please help Heart of the Ruins, a ritual conjuring. Should not be here. My staff on the altar, take it. Please hurry. Okay. Yeah, Battle for Azeroth took a lot of influence from Mr. Pandaria. They're a lot alike. You know, you go to a new place, we meet the Zandalari trolls. They're a lot like, you know, the Pandaren sort of. And then there's another like human race that they meet. I forget what they're called. Do I have to do something here? Oh, here we go. Staff of Peiji. What do you think you're doing? No matter. I no longer need the staff. Slay ancient spirits to empower the staff. Oh, we kind of need to, like, stop him from farming spirits. Okay, I get it. I understand now. Stop them up. He's choking this guy, Pay-Z. This Mogu's choking him. And the Mogu are sort of like, if I can push him back here. Mogu are sort of like the... If your interference, Tauren, Spirit Claws, deal with this pest. That's a big group of them here. Almost empowered it. There we go, interrupt the ritual. We have to use the staff? How do we interrupt it? We gotta go over here. Spirits of old, I release you from my staff. Seek vengeance on this beast. Cannot fall here. Not with so much work left to be done. The Shan Jitong. Yeah, the Mogu enslaved the Pandaren and didn't allow them to have any weapons, so That's where the monk class was born. They had to learn how to fight with their hands. Sort of like the orcs versus the ogres in Draenor. It's like kind of the same story. Eventually they defeated their people that were, you know, ruling over them. And rose to power. Spirit binding. How can the Mogu have been allowed to resume such a disgusting practice? And how now here I am, the product of a half-failed conjuring. Spirit fumes for a moment, then turns to you. What century is this? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Pei, Master Spirit Sage under the last Pandaran Emperor Xiao Hao. At least I was. So many spirits held in captivity here. I can feel them everywhere. Even the walls are a cage for the long dead. Flagcarrier, we cannot simply break the sorcery over this place. Doing so would release countless agonized souls to wander the earth. They will need a beacon, something to guide them. With your help, I can create a Tan Chao, a bridge from this world to the heavens. For this ritual, I'll need a bowl, a candle, and a jade Kong. You should be able to find them all within the ruins. Vessels of the Spirit. Spirit Claws are a sect of Mogu assassin priests who, at the height of the Mogu Empire, were the most elite and most feared of the Emperor's troops. All have mastered a death blow which ensnares the spirit of the enemy, trapping it in a jade bottle for delivery to a spirit binder. If you encounter any Spirit Claws further ahead in the ruins, take note their belts hang with a cursed weight. Relieve them of their burden and bring the bottles back to me. The wayward dead. The process of mass conjuring, as the Mogu are doing here, is not without a byproduct. Some spirits arrive too distraught or unruly to be harnessed. So they are confined and left to wander until their desperation leaves them more malleable. But I suspect the Mogu have such a holding area somewhere nearby, likely guarded by Spirit Claws. Please take my staff again and use it to collect these wayward spirits. You needn't fight them. Present the staff and they should be drawn in. And quite a few little quests here. Got a few spirit bottles here. How do we recover them? With the staff, right? Should I put this? Get out our raccoon buddy. He'll protect us. Yeah, that happened a long time ago. So I guess the Mogu, they just came back out of nowhere. It's been when Pandaria started getting affected by the negative emotions. So maybe it's empowering the old god's heart. One awesome thing about boomkins too, the solar beam, like an AoE interrupt. If you have them all stacked up, you can interrupt them all. Pretty strong ability. Especially when you pair it up with DK's AoE grip, so DKs can run in and AoE grip everybody into one spot, and then if they start casting, a boomkin can solar beam, interrupt them all. I think they can't cast while the solar beam is up for like 8 seconds. Yeah. While it's active, they can't really cast. So it's a pretty strong combo. That's a cool thing about Mythic Plus is all the class combos that you can do. So we need to find one more wayward ancestor here. And then we need to find a few more. Jade Kong and the pungent ritual candle. Can stealth through here. Not too sure where the Jade Kong is. Looks like it might be over here. It's like he's asleep. I wonder if we'll wake him up. Oh, that shouldn't have woke him up. Alright. Another thing you can do as a boomkin, you can like root them and then solar beam. And then they can't run out of it. Here comes another one. Let's see what's up here. There it is, the pungent candle. We found the items we need for the ritual. We cannot guide these spirits back without them. If you go to work with these, I can complete the ritual to send all of my spirits here, including myself, back to where they belong. To think the Mogu have continued training the spirit claws all these years. Did you get the bottles? Thank you, Druid. I can already sense the spirits within these bottles. They cry out in fear, confusion, and rage. Thank you, Flagcarrier. I will take them with me into the nether. Back to nature. I'm afraid I have another task. Flagcarrier, the bottles you recovered contained neither the spirits of Mogu ancestors nor recently slain foes. They contain spirits of beasts. It seems the spirit claws have resorted to poaching in an effort to fuel their simulacra. This complicates our task, for I cannot take the beasts with me through the bridge. Take the bottles west to Tideview Thicket and smash them and return the spirits to nature. Some may be blind with rage and will need to be subdued. A humble offering. I'm almost ready for the ritual. There's just one more thing we need, an offering. Well, actually, I don't mean a sacrifice, just a bit of food. There are sure to be mushrooms growing in Tideview Thicket to the northwest that are suitable for this. Please bring some. Alright, we'll head over there and try to find a few of these. And this version of WoW, it really does feel like retail, like the you know, the sparkling items you have to pick up. Kind of makes me want to like, go back and check retail out again. So that it has changed quite a bit since I last played. I really only checked out the beginning of the War Within, and then I took a break. Started to play, you know, hardcore fresh servers and the anniversary. Anniversary's been good. I've enjoyed it. Playing the mage. Not a fan of the botting though, and the gold situation though. I think that's the part that kind of bothers me the most, is just the gold selling and how much of a pain it is. It's kind of farm gold because of it. The way they're sort of like manipulating the market, everything is just so cheap to sell, and then the stuff that you want to buy for raid is very expensive. So like if you have a farm, your farm makes pretty much nothing, and then the stuff you want to sell or buy for raid, it costs a lot. So it kind of puts like players in this position where they actually consider buying gold. I think the market's manipulated by gold sellers, to be honest. I gotta smash these bottles. Yeah. Oh, he's not happy. It's my only problem with it. I sometimes wonder if Blizzard's doing it on purpose, so people stop playing vanilla. Maybe they want everybody to be playing, you know, War Within. That'd be kind of funny, because they don't really do much about it. And like one of the ways I dealt with it back in the day, like with the botting and the, I just do GDKPs, and then I wasn't too upset about it, because at least I was sort of, you know, getting gold from all the craziness. Like I was able to pay for my raid consumes in a fun way by doing raids. So I didn't really mind the botting and the gold selling as much. But once they banned GDKP, now you're like, you feel like you're just, I don't know. You just have to wait, pretty much. You have to farm for a long time and then wait until you're ready. Which is fine, but it's kind of lame. Because I know if there wasn't botters, like the leathers that I'm kind of selling and stuff like that would be worth way more. But they got these like hunter bots that just slay mobs all day, and they just, you know, get leather from it. Just floods the market. And they do that with everything. Ores, herbs. Gathering professions really don't make that much because of all the botters out there. I think what you're better off doing right now is probably having like a profession like alchemy or blacksmithing, and then you buy stuff off of the auction house, and then you just craft stuff and make like a small profit from just crafting in town. they're gonna follow me all the way over here. Let's see. Yep. Not giving up. Not yet. Their bodies had long since returned to the land. Their spirits can now follow. Even the dead know hunger. Thank you, Flagcarrier. These mushrooms may not seem like much of an offering, but the sentiment alone will be enough to draw the spirits to us. Also, they make a pretty fine stir-fry. We're ready to open the Tan Chow and guide all of these spirits back to peace. If I may, I would have your assistance once more. The Mogu will surely sense the ritual taking place, and will do everything in their power to halt it. I need only a few moments without interference, and once the path is open, it will surge too greatly to be closed. If you're willing to help one more time, please accompany me in the ritual to the ritual site. There's an altar nearby where I can conduct the ritual. Let's go. Here we are. Keep them off of me while I open the Tan Chow. It looks like we have a little gauntlet we have to go through. Here are the lost. We know not who we are or where we belong. We wander in darkness. We see a flicker of flame. It seems far, but we know it to be close. In the dancing glow, we see an empty bowl. We fill the bowl. It becomes our body. We rest. I wonder what he's talking about. We fear not the darkness of this world. We know it is but shadow, cast by the glorious world beyond. I guess he's talking about the Void, maybe. The Void Lords. Supposedly the old gods may be connected to the Void Lords. If you're not the brilliance of the Tan Chow, we know it is a path home, the bridge between earth and sky. And there we go. Finally, we'll see an end to this torture. You know, the shining light is bringing the spirits home. Simulacrum imbued with the ancient and powerful spirit of Pei would make a horrifying weapon for the Mogu. Shan Ji Tong must be stopped. What's going on here? Ancestral spirit stream. I told you I'd have you, Pei. You set us back thousands of spirits today. Thought I deleted the quest. You get it? Payback? Yeah, there it is. But I'd gladly trade them them all to see you bound. As for you, you little druid, it's no use sending more claws to die at your feet. Instead, I'll leave you this warning. Run away and don't look back. Even you cannot hope to face the product of my next spirit binding. And it looks like they're using, like, void abilities, right? Like this void portal. It's all, like, old god themed. I'll follow them soon, but first let me express my... Oh, so he's supposed to express his gratitude, then he gets pulled in by Shan Ji Tong. And then what did we get here? This quest Payback. Ancestral spirits stream into the Tan Jiao. Peizi's bridge to freedom. One final chapter lingers in the ruins. Just north of Tan Chao, the air above crackles with foul energy. Shan Ji Tong is already at work. Alright, well, let's go deal with Shan Ji Tong, guys. Show him the power of the boomkin. The Star-Lord. Stone-bound Colossus. This guy's pretty tough. Run away and don't look back. Even you cannot hope to face the product of the next spirit binding. What is this it? And it looks like they got KZ fighting us. You will not interfere again. Your spirit has been ripped from your body. Get back to your body. Okay. Can I attack him? No, you can't. Pretty sure you can.
Greetings.
That's too bad. I'm doing one of those spirit pulls again. Probably fight him like right next to him. He's trying to regenerate so he heals himself. Interesting. We just hang out next to him. We're completely fine. Kind of crazy. You don't even have to use like incarnation and still kill him. Dog, my wards. Oh, he's pissed off now. Time to fight your own battles, you monster. No more spirits to hide behind. Shoot shadow bolts as well. Sort of like a warlock. Typhoon him away here. Shanji Tong defeated. You will not defeat the thunder. It's finally over. I'll be waiting at the Chan Chao. Come, speak to me there. I think he's talking about the Thunder King. That's like the king of the Mogu, I'm pretty sure. There's a raid where you fight the Thunder King, I believe. I wonder if we can look at the raids. Yeah, they only have Mogu, Shanval's Terrace, Island, Spring, and Heart of Fear. There's a few more. You'd think they just show them all, right? But I guess they don't. They want to keep it, I guess, maybe as a surprise for some people that have never played it. Even though it's, you know, almost 13 years old. These are the raids that come out at the beginning. Heart of Fear. You fight all these insects. The Mantid. This age must be one of great strife to breed heroes such as yourself. I can only imagine what adventures must lie ahead. It has been my great honor to have met you, Flagcarrier. I'll remain here to usher out the last of the spirits before crossing the Tan Chao myself. Still, I am disturbed by the Spirit Waker's dying curse. You will not stop the thunder. What could he have meant? Alright, so we'll take the Black Thicket Spalders. That's an upgrade right there. 578 stamina, 385 intellect, 261 spirit, and 251 haste. And there we go. We've got the achievement Terrace of the 10 Thunders. Looks like we have a few more to do, though, before we complete Up Jade Complete, which is all of the Jade Forest storylines. We'll try to do that on this character. Try to complete that achievement. So let's put these shoulders on. We'll see what they look like. There we go. Kind of match the pants a little bit. Pretty good. There we go, guys. That is going to be the end of today's episode. Next episode, we will probably head down here and maybe we'll check out the Tian Monastery. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.